Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Weekly Horoscope from 30th of June to the July the 6th, 2019. And this is for you coming from Leo. First, let me give you my email address, which is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO 9, the number 9, at gmail.com. Send me an email if you have any questions. Now, let me start with Sunday, the 30th for you. And it's going to be a wonderful Sunday. Morning and afternoon planets are there to make you meet some very powerful and important people. And even if you're with the people you love, mix business and pleasure. You'll meet people of business who can help you grow, and you will have people who can help you get a better job or improve your job. So go out with people who matter to you in a way that can help you in your near future. Of course, you will enjoy yourself very much. There's one planet that might make you a bit dominating now and then. Control this planet. I like your evening nightfall as well very much. A very powerful evening nightfall. Again, mix business and pleasure. Don't go out for the sake of just having a good time. Go out for the sake of being with the people who can help you with job, being with the people who can help you in business. Or you could just meet some fabulous people who are going to be very good for you. There's one planet there who might create mischief by making you say things, either being too sarcastic or saying things that others may not like to hear. So watch out for that. Monday, the 1st of July, is going to be a fabulous morning and afternoon for you. The stars are waiting to make you a star. So you're going to say and do things people like to hear, whether in job, whether in business. So get ready, be prepared to talk to people who are important to you, who can make your life better, whether in job or in business. Show off your talents. Your aura is simply shining, and others will somehow look at what you say and do, and others will then promote you as well. Evening and nightfall, very lovely. Now emotional planets are there, and these planets of ego, which are so good to you, will also be there in the evening nightfall. So many will find you attractive. Many will find that they've made good contacts with you. And of course, the planets of romance are also there. The planet of enjoyment is also there. So mix business and pleasure if I were you in the evening nightfall period, and you'll get a reward of some kind. Tuesday, the 2nd of July, is a fabulous and wonderful, imaginative morning and afternoon period. It's the time to convince people at work or convince people in business that what you say and do will be very much what they want to hear. So do that. Send emails, send messages, make phone calls, and you will see that the contacts you made are also wonderful. A couple of these planets are very emotionally minded. So they'll make you emotionally thinking who you're going to have lunch with, who you're going to have dinner with. So remind yourself that it's a working day, it's a business day. Repeat to yourself 3 words: logic, facts, figures. That will remind you that you are at work, you are in business. Apart from that, it's going to be a great day, morning and afternoon. Evening and nightfall, very powerful planets are seen. And these powerful planets have the ability to create opportunities for you to meet very powerful people who can help you in job, help you in business, or help you in any way possible. Now, these planets can also make you very lucky in the evening nightfall period. You'll find a romance if you want. You'll find just people who you have been looking for to improve yourself. Wednesday, the 3rd of July, is going to be a very lucky morning and afternoon period for you. Good news waits for you. The enlargement of your portfolio in business, the more responsibility at work, more money, of course. All this is very possible news to hear in the morning, afternoon. One planet comes along to make you a bit rebellious. Don't allow that planet to do anything of the sort. He'll spoil everything. So I like your morning, afternoon. Send messages, how you want to improve your life in any area. Evening and nightfall, the rebellious group of planets are there. Of course, 1 or 2 of your good planets will be also there, but the rebellious groups takes over. And so you'll be very rebelliously minded, and you'll be a person who somehow say and do the wrong things just to somehow shock people or to be different. Don't do that. That's called rebelliousness. So be part of the group you are with. Be part of the thinking as well. It'll go much better for you in the evening nightfall period. And drive carefully in the evening nightfall period. Tuesday, the 4th of July, is going to be a difficult day for you. It starts with the morning, afternoon, makes you disagreeable, makes you a person with really a pain in the neck. makes you a person that others don't want to deal with because you're just so difficult. And you will act very impulsively, and you will act without thinking, of course. And you will say and do things which others will feel that you are of a very rebellious type of a person. Your bosses may not like to hear that. If in business, your business people may not like to hear that. So tell yourself at every cost, you have to think traditionally and not think of breaking rules in the morning, afternoon. This is what these planners want you to do, to break the rules. If you do that, you're going to pay. Evening, nightfall, very fast planets are there. In fact, the whole day fast planets are going about, making you impulsive, hasty, impatient, saying things without thinking, doing things without thinking. So slow down during this whole day. Tell yourself, I'll have to count to 3 before I say or do anything. That'll give your brain a catch up, because your tongue may just be too fast to your brain. And so evening and nightfall, what you say and do is very important, because most of it will go wrong. So if you don't have to be out, don't be out, because arguments are going to break in somehow or another. Drive slowly throughout the whole day, because there's also accidents which can be seen, whether physical, verbal, or emotional accidents. So it's a difficult day for you. Don't spend too late at night, because you'll be tired and you'll be very much disturbed and angry. Friday, the 5th of July, starts not well for you at work. It makes you a person who is firstly very argumentative, secondly, just not agreeable with anything that's happening, whether in job or business, and that will put others away from you. You'll be isolated, and you'll have to do everything yourself, and that's how the morning, afternoon becomes very, very stressful for you. So tell yourself, I'm not going to allow that to happen. I'm going to use words which are very polite and action which is very polite. I'm going to slow down basically and think before I say or do anything, and you'll conquer the morning, afternoon. You can. Business planners are there in the morning, afternoon of this Friday, the 5th July. So you've got to be materialistically minded and chase for what you want. Evening, nightfall for you, also not very good. Now your evening, nightfall can produce problems of all kinds. And so you'll be a person who somehow says the wrong thing and does the wrong thing, or somebody else will do that and you'll be upset. So it's an evening, nightfall full of upsets. And that will lead to arguments, and that will lead to differences of opinion. So it's not an evening, nightfall going to be good for you. Go home early. But if you have to be out, plans already made, be choosy of the company, identify the people who make life difficult for you and stay away from them, because you could be provoked very easily. Saturday, the 6th of July, well, it doesn't start too well either. So don't take the lead. If you're at work, you definitely want to obey instructions. If you are not working, then don't take the lead. Somebody else should do the planning to make this morning, afternoon enjoyable for everybody. You can't, because you'll just be either arrogant or you'll be different in wanting to do things others don't want to do. Evening, nightfall turns wonderful at last. Evening, nightfall, firstly, there are the planets of the globalness there. So go onto the internet, and you're going to be very lucky with the internet. And also go and do things, meet people, and talk about travel, talk about holidays. And you'll meet people of other races. That's very possible this evening, nightfall. So the contacts you make are going to be very good for personal reasons or business or job enhancement. Well, that's the week I'm talking to you about. Now, I have a 90-minute session. And during this 90 minutes, I'll talk to you about your next 7, 8, or 9 years. And with the 7, 8, or 9 years, based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms, I'll be able to give you a lot of information to help you in the business, in the job, in the romance, in the family, in your health areas as well. And so that your 7, 8, or 9 years will be wonderful. I'll give you your personal lucky lottery numbers, your lucky days, your lucky gemstones, your lucky colors. I'll give you your personal lottery numbers as well. I'll teach you how to get to contact the supernatural in you, so that you can do things that are beyond your expectancy and do them very well. So send me that email at andyhoro9, ANDIHORO 9, the number 9 at gmail.com. And I'll come back to you as soon as I can. Until then, thank you and goodbye.